Senator Craughwell has proposed a change to the order of business, as has been seconded by Senator Keoghan, regarding looking for Mr O'Brien to come in to explain his state of knowledge regarding the Supreme Court hearing. I think it would be reasonable to say that the government would have had well knowledge of this, because it has to go through the High Court before it goes to the Supreme Court. Nothing is jettisoned straight into from the Supreme Court or any lower court straight into the Supreme Court. Thank you. I think it's for me to say.
If you listened, I said it leapfrogged the Court of Appeal.
Senator Craughwell, Senator Craughwell, you had your opportunity to speak. The leaders were trying to debate.
No, but we've got to be accurate in what
Senator Craughwell.
The matter was in the High Court. The matter was in the High Court and had to go into the High Court. So it's not that it just suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It didn't. The matter was in the High Court and lost in the High Court, and it is now in the Supreme Court. And it is so that the government were unaware of it is a false accusation. There is no such thing that the government wouldn't be aware of it under any circumstances in this. So what level of knowledge? Of course they would have had a level of knowledge that there is a Supreme Court case. That said, that is the normal function of the Supreme Court within their remit. They do hear cases like this on a reasonably frequent basis. There are a number of things to that. First of all, it is unreasonable for us to discuss a particular case. The next thing is there were commitments made to advocacy groups for anything up to 20 years to bring forward a referendum to address wording in the Constitution.
This is going beyond. It's a simple question.
Senator Craughwell, you are a member of the House for a long time.
I am indeed.
You know the rules of the House better than anyone here.
Absolutely.
And you stretch them to your own advantage at times, and you.
Well, I think they're being stretched now by the
leader is replying. She didn't interrupt you when you were giving your presentation at the order of business. The leader is entitled to reply. You have an amendment to the order of business. If you're unhappy with the reply from the leader, it is your right to put the amendment to the order of business as you've proposed. If you don't, that's your choice. But please allow the leader to reply to your presentation. And
I'd like it to be sort of fairly accurate, you know.
You're accusing me of not being accurate. That is grossly unfair and grossly wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong.
I would ask you to withdraw that.
I appreciate that it may come in the way.
I would ask you to withdraw that.
Why would I withdraw it?
Because the leader is giving a reply to the. You can resume your seat, please.
Sorry, no, Cahill, on a point of order. My call for the Minister to come here was to explain what knowledge he had when he set the date. That was it.
Okay, and the leader is giving you a response, and if you're not happy with the response...
The leader has told me they knew.
If you're not happy with the response, then it is your prerogative to propose an amendment to the order of business to request the Minister to come to the House.
The acting leader just said they knew.
Thank you. Leader, without interruption, please.
The government would be aware of cases in the Supreme Court. They are obliged to know that. But so, as to Minister O'Brien, I can't say for absolute. I'm not authorised to do that. But it is a function of the Supreme Court is challenging. But the fact of the matter is about referendums. You have accused the government of a sinister intervention here. You used the word sinister, that it is sinister actions on the part of the government.
Thank you, Senator Craughwell.
You have accused it, and I've also followed your social media, you have accused it. The fact is the commitment to addressing the disparity of views, or the views around the Constitution, are matters that have been commitments of government and in discussion with the Women's Caucus, with various other groups and NGOs for a very long time. A very long time. The fact is that the matter has been raised on numerous occasions, and there is a sequence of events. On many occasions in this House, I have heard you stand up and speak regarding councillors. There are local elections, as you know. There are potentially general election within the next 12 to 13 months. It's reasonable that a referendum would have been called, so I do have a difficulty with it being ascribed a conspiracy theory and a sinister. Do I respond to this stage saying I'm not accepting the amendment? Yeah, so I won't be accepting the amendment on the order of business.